The lighting here, like I was in bed, but I wanted this lighting. Oh, I got the yabanda. What matters is what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say, what I want to say. Yeah, so actually, before I sleep, Yazi, this is what I've been thinking, and I just, this is what I just came to realize, that actually it took me being a parent to actually really appreciate my parents. And yeah, I love my parents more now. I love them more, I appreciate them more, I respect them more. Like, my respect for my parents and what they did for me is a lot more. And it's because I am a mother, you know. And I think right now, maybe it's also because I'm older, I'm able to really, with the benefit of hindsight, I'm able to really assess things in a mature way, and when I do that, like, I see that my parents really loved me and they tried their best. They did their ultimate best, Like, back then, I used to really just expect my parents to make everything fall into place, and if they didn't do that, I'd judge them and I'd question and, I'd have opinions and all that. But now that I am a mother, I'm seeing now with all the things I want to achieve for my son, or all the things that I want to do for him, I'm not able to do everything. I'm not able to do them. And it's not because I don't want to, but life happens, But nje, what I'm admiring about my parents is just their resilience and how even the struggles that they were facing, the challenges, the things that were against them, they really, really managed to do a decent job. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying that, my siblings are perfect or anything, but I look at us and I'm like, actually, we are decent human beings. So, yeah. I respect them and I appreciate them more. It's unfortunate that my dad is no longer with us because, I would be showing him how much I appreciate him. And these are one of the things that hit me, because I know I wasn't appreciative enough, And yeah, that's all I want to say also, Uguti. It's not all, but that's what I want to say. That, if you still have your parents alive and if you're still around them somehow, if you can still, reach out to them, do that as often as you can. Take more pictures with your parents, appreciate them, show them love, because really some of our parents did the most, the sacrifices. And, back then, I couldn't really reason some of the sacrifices as they are sacrificing for me. My mentality was they are supposed to do that. It's their job, their parents. In fact, they're supposed to do more. There was just that entitlement, that mindset of just being entitled and just expecting, or just having that mentality that your parents are just supposed to cater for you. Can't they had a choice, man. They could have chosen themselves, and they could have been 100% justified to do that. I mean, it's being preached even right now, nowadays, that choose yourself. And shame, my parents didn't. They didn't. Now that I think about it, now that I actually think about it, I'm like, no. They really, really, really did the most to consider us, to consider me. I'll speak for myself. To consider me. So yeah, that's my thought. And I think what's really, really pushing me to think about this deeply and to just have a sense of appreciation for them, and just also a sense of being humbled a bit, as the fact that I am a parent. And guys, being a parent is not easy. I mean, not to talk about the financial part and all the things that you need to do to take care of your children. The discipline part, Like, I look at it and I'm like, how did my parents get it right? How were they able to tell us or to tell me, sit down, go get this? Like, how did they achieve getting that order from a human being, or that discipline, that character from a human being? Because I mean, they taught me well. And it's now that I'm teaching someone else these things, I am seeing how difficult it is. It's easier, guys, to just let your children be. It's easier to just let them be, to just give them what they want, to just allow them not to listen. It's far easier to do that than to just reprimand them, teach them, you know, teach them manners, teach them how to conduct themselves. Like, kuningi. But like with my parents, like I'm here now, like, how did they do it? Sometimes I ask my mom, like, how did you do it? And she'd just be like, no, don't shout at him. And I'm like, oh, but you shouted at us. Like, girl, I'm serious. I need tips. What did you do? So yeah, I can say a lot of things about this. It's something that touches my heart. That makes me so grateful to God that I really had the parents that I have had for my dad and have still for my mom, because my mom is still very much alive. And yeah, I appreciate them more. Yeah, that's it. Now I can sleep.